Hey guys, so this is going to be my new YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about issues relating to politics or other social issues that I deem to be relevant. These will normally be scripted and a lot better quality, but today I kind of just feel like doing this to get a debut, so I'm kind of just winging it. So the issue I wanted to talk about today was the Don Cherry one. If those of you aren't familiar, Don Cherry is basically, a host of Hockey Night Canada here in Canada. Surprise, surprise. And he basically got fired. It is an 85-year-old man. He's passionate about the fact that here in Canada we wear poppies for Remembrance Day to, commemorate soldiers that died in previous wars and also to support veterans that are currently alive. And he kind of just went off on immigrants, despite people's claims that that's not what he meant. But I find that the way that he phrased the issue wasn't that good by starting with you people, because obviously that means immigrants, because the context him saying was, you people coming here. And so I think that it does speak to an important issue that, like myself as an immigrant who's interacted with a lot of immigrants come to Canada for economic benefits, which, is fine because everyone's trying to do better for themselves. But it's that they only come for that and that they don't really put in a lot of effort to immerse themselves more in Canadian culture and realign their values with what it means to be Canadian, or really just what it means to live in their new country in general. Rather, it's like they come here to, enjoy the economic benefits, and they are productive members of society for sure. I'm not holding anything like that against them, but when you kind of stick to your own culture too much and you only associate with people in your own culture, it definitely does create social tension, because let's be real, you can't have people with radically different identities living together, because you need some kind of cooperation as a society, and you do also need something larger to believe in. And I think this is what a lot of people miss out on, and what I wish we could have talked about regarding the Don Cherry issue. I wish this was more of a topic, on the macro level, but unfortunately, because we kind of have a really sensitive culture, people get lost in the details, an old senile man's use of language, rather than what he actually was meaning to say. And this is important to talk about, because I think if we want things like multiculturalism to work, then we need to address the issue that maybe, immigrants aren't always integrated correctly, or that we don't put enough emphasis on culture, or that even, we have problems of defining what it is to be a Canadian. I feel the definition is pretty clear if you go more to rural Ontario, or just rural places in Canada. I'm just speaking Ontario because, I was raised in Toronto. Naturally, in big cities that are super multicultural like Toronto, you might be confused as to oh wait, there is no Canadian identity, but that's definitely not the case. It's just we don't really see it so much in Toronto. But we definitely need to emphasize more things related to community, because in my opinion, guys, a society can't just be a bunch of people, coming in, paying taxes, and we're all just doing our own thing. We need common belief systems. We need things to look forward to, and we need a certain historical narrative from the past that we all resonate with, because at the end of the day, that's what makes us stronger, right? It's unity. And I think maybe that's what we're lacking a bit. But the larger issue is that the Canadian political discourse has become so extreme, and really in the West in general, but particularly in Canada, where to even mention these issues is kind of considered bigoted. And I understand that argument as well, because I know a lot of the time people that are closet racists would hide behind the whole integration thing, just to kind of, have a bit of a stepping stone, where in reality they just don't like people that aren't white. But I think that is a very dangerous assumption to make from people that talk about this in general, because there is validity to this idea. Although, some closet racists might be hiding behind it, that doesn't negate the fact that it's a worry. So I really wish that we could talk more about this as a culture. But like I said, guys, I'm purely just going about this. I'm just talking right now. There's no script. The first video, this was a little short. I'm just going to go play some hockey now. So yeah, I just wanted to, give you guys a bit of a taste what's to come. Don't worry, it'll be a lot more professional in the future. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.